Hello, worlds. It's Alicia Bradford with I Am Valuable. I wanted to post a video today about a personal story in my life that has really kind of helped lead me in a direction, in a good direction, pretty much. I'm going to have a disclaimer that this is spiritual and religious in nature. While my opinions are my opinions, I'm not going to force them upon anybody, but I would like to share the story because spirituality, religion, faith, God is a huge part of my life, and faith that somebody is looking out for me has been such a large part of my life. It's gotten me through so many different struggles that I think it's important to understand who I am and understand my journey is to know how important these things are in my life. So I want to begin by kind of just briefly talking about me as a child. So little Alicia, child Alicia, was in Alabama. She grew up always searching for something. I always knew that there was something out there that was bigger than me. As a small child, I remember sneaking out of my window to go to a church down the road, a Baptist church, Southern Baptist church, and I'd come back and, it was my little secret. Nobody knew I went, and I remember just always seeking out those things. As a teenager, I was baptized a dozen times, I want to say, maybe half a dozen times. I don't know. I lost count. I would go to church, and it was Baptist. I'd go to church. I'd feel the Spirit. I would want that. I'd get baptized, and then through, no fault really, I would just kind of become inactive. I wouldn't go. It never felt right. And then I would keep looking for it and searching for it. And so then I continually was baptized and baptized and baptized over the course of several years. Now, when I was 19, lots of things changed for me in my life. I was kind of out on my own. I had to drop out of college for financial reasons because I had to work and I couldn't work and go to school. And, so I was really vulnerable at that time. And I met a guy that I thought was the guy. I fell for him. I thought it was amazing. And we had a fling, a romance. I wouldn't call it a relationship, but we had some interaction. And when it ended, I was devastated, beyond devastated. I felt like there was no purpose in continuing, and it was tough. Now, I know I cry quite a bit now. Kids have kind of messed up my armor of emotions, the shield that I kept in place. But back then, at 19, I hardly ever cried. It was a rarity for me to cry. And I was supervising a print department at Office Max, and I had just hired this girl. She was a return missionary from Germany, I believe. Her name was Kirsty. And I didn't even really know it at the time, but she was put on my path to change my life. So basically, one day, I came into work, or she came into work. I was the morning shift. She was coming in at the night shift. And she came in and she just asked 3 words. One simple question, 3 words. How are you? And I crumpled in tears and I just started sobbing. And, I didn't really tell her that much. I just told her that, it was just really crazy right now and life was just really hard. And she said to me, I've been having the feeling that I should invite you to church, but I didn't know how. And I really think that, this is it. So she invited me to church. She was a return missionary from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I had not heard anything about them. I didn't know anything good or bad. I didn't know. And I went, and it changed my life. Everything just kind of clicked into place, and it was amazing. And, I started on the journey, and I went through all this stuff, and I went through the classes and the lessons, and one of my teachers, and here's where this moment kind of turned for me. During learning about the church and figuring things out, I had a teacher talk to me about, what it was like before. Anyway, so this teacher, how do I explain this? This teacher sat down with me, and we were talking about how we lived with our Heavenly Father before coming to earth, and that we had a choice to choose to have a body, and we were learning about this, and he kind of talked to me about, how we knew Heavenly Father and how we made this choice, and I had this dream later that I personally, on a personal level, knew my Heavenly Father. I knew God. And I sat with him often, and we were close, and he knew me by name. He knew me who I was personally, and I remember that in this dream I was walking with him. And of course, in my dream, we were walking on clouds. It was kind of funny. I thought that was a little silly, but we were walking along, and he takes me aside and goes, Alicia, I want to give you this opportunity. I want to know if you'd like a body. And as we're walking, he keeps talking some more and telling me about different things, but it boils down to, as he walks with me, he tells me, Alicia, your life will not be easy. The life that I have in store for you will be a challenge. You will face struggles. You will face hardships. You will face a lot of things. And I don't know, in the dream I don't know if I knew everything, but in the dream I remember being shown hardships, certain things about my life, certain things, or getting the impression of those things, of those hardships, and really understanding. And I remember sitting next to my Heavenly Father, and I remember saying, I have faith that I will come back to you. And so this dream, these thoughts, these opinions have helped me through so much in my life, especially since 19. I'm 31 now, and that's 12 years. So I've had a lot of struggles since then. I went inactive, and I went away from the church, and I, had a lot of things that I did wrong. I made a lot of mistakes, and, different things. And I would always come back to the fact that in heaven, with my Heavenly Father, seeing the life that he had chose for me, I had faith that I could survive it, and not just survive it, that I would thrive within it, and I would return back to my Heavenly Father to be rejoined with him after my death. So every time I kind of have these struggles, I think, if I had faith standing next to him, why can't I have faith now? And so it's been a huge building block for me that I know that I can do this, because my life is a gift. My struggles are gifts. My hardships are a gift to me, so that I can overcome them and learn from them, and then pass on that knowledge to those around me. Now, up until the last few weeks, month or so, it's been passing it along to people in my life, my friends, my family, and different things like that. And through the process of my Power 90 course, I've realized that I need to share that gift to more people, that gift needs to be shared with the world. Now, some people are going to respond to it, other people is not, and that's not my place to make judgment. This message is for those who need to hear it, because I feel like it's my gift to share it. My gift to share the faith that we are not alone, the faith that we can survive beyond not only survive. Like, it's not just about surviving. As I discussed in my last video, it's thriving beyond surviving. Like, who wants to just survive? I talked about it in my Firewalk video. I don't want to be just done with it. Like, I don't want to just do it and get over it and be done. I want to live, and I want to embrace all of life's challenges, its joys, its disappointments, and I'm excited to continue on this journey and to share more and more of myself with the world and with people who are ready to receive it. And I'm excited. So thank you, and have a great day.